Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Bad Clown's Film Pitch. This is just a very quick preface to say we are aware that the audio quality isn't as crisp as it was on the previous season, but don't worry, that is going to be fixed soon. It's just something to do with the new mics that the studio we record in has got. But don't worry, it's still funny. It just doesn't sound as crisp, but that will be solved. Alright guys, enjoy!
This week on Bad Clown's Film Pitch.
From Rogue One to Hobbs & Shaw, who doesn't love a spin-off? Well, that's what we're doing. We're creating our very own, odd, unique spin-offs.
All right, boys. Lights, camera, action.
Wallace and Gromit. Come on, John.
Okay, here we are.
Wallace and Gromit. Have we started?
Yes.
Ah, right.
So
That's how we're starting.
Wallace and
Gromit. Yeah, pretty good way to
Sounds
start.
like Neighbours theme tune.
Oh, yeah. I reckon Wallace would be the perfect neighbour, don't you think?
This will get released 3 weeks after we talk about Wallace and Gromit.
And I'm fine with that. I don't
I'm
care.
happy to keep the Wallace and Train, I was going to say, but I meant Wallace and Gromit train rolling.
Yeah.
Wallace and Train, though, he'd make a good conductor. What are we here for today?
Well, should we plug the shows first?
Yeah, why not?
Maybe one of them we've done.
All right, why don't we do one each?
We might have done one by now, yeah.
Who knows?
Let's plug one each. Ready? I'll go first. To this camera. Music starts now. Hi, everyone. We're on tour. Why don't you come and see us in Brighton, down by the sunny seaside? It might have already happened, but we'll be there on May 14th, the day after Eurovision's grand final. So you'll all be hungover, as will we.
You doing the next one, John?
I will, because the camera is on us. We are then going to Wimbledon for 2 days on June 16th and 17th.
And finally, we'll be going to Kingston Town on July 9th. So,
Book tickets.
Come to the shows.
If any one of us sold the show there, just saying.
It will have happened.
Just
You said we'd be hungover and unprofessional.
Yeah, but I think people think, oh, we hungover. Then what a
that's
fun
so
bunch of
rock
lads,
and roll.
fun group of boys. I've got to go
wow.
and see them.
Yeah, I'll book my train to Brighton.
Yeah. Well, you probably should because you need to be there.
Okay. Oh, God.
All right. What are we doing here today?
So today we're doing unlikely movie spin-offs. So we're going to look at some movies that maybe don't have a spin-off or do have them, but think of the niche, what we could do with those.
There's cash to be made in them spin-off hills.
There's loads of Star Wars movies, loads of Marvel movies, but what other things need that?
And we can take the Star Wars method of doing one spin-off, and it's fine. Yeah. And then you do another spin-off, and it doesn't make that much money, so you never make any more ever again.
Yeah, you just make TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, less of a risk. So are you saying you want a character spin-off?
Well, I've got lists of films here, and I can reel them off, and then we can dissect and find where the spin-off is.
I'm hoping for our very own Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that film.
I haven't seen it.
It's actually really good.
Is it?
It's
Okay,
maybe my
alright.
favourite Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Idris Elba's the villain.
Okay, yeah,
So,
he's like Superman, isn't he?
Jason Statham's a bit more of a thinker. He thinks about the angles of his punch, whereas The Rock, he's kind of brute force.
He thinks about the angles of his punch.
There's a bit where they punch, and The Rock does a punch, and you see like this miles per hour, and then Jason Statham does a punch, and you see the angle.
You see the miles.
This is what Idris
per
Elba sees
hour.
because he's a super soldier, I believe.
Yeah, which they've not had in any other Fast and
I
Furious
thought
movie.
they just raced cars.
Biological weapons in that one as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hobbs and Shaw.
I'm sure. Fast and
What?
Furious presents.
Fast and Furious.
So we'll do that above each film. It'll be whatever the film's called.
Fast and Furious presents Wallace and Gromit on a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Come on. It's not no.
Snowpiercer, but Wallace and Gromit.
Never seen Snowpiercer. But
you not?
No, is it good?
It's on a train.
It's quite good, yeah.
Okay.
Should we
Give us
start?
a franchise.
I'll give you a franchise.
Stop dilly-dallying.
I'll give you a big one which has had a lot of movies, but not any spin-offs yet.
Okay.
James Bond.
Oh.
So James Bond has had, 25 films, something like that?
26?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot. Too many, probably.
Are we? I'm thinking Q.
You want to do a
Q
Q
spin-off?
Q
Yeah.
spin-off?
Yeah, I can see that. What, young Q, old Q?
So-
Middle-aged Q.
I'm thinking.
Yes, that's a
Does it
train.
often
Yeah,
sound like a train
Sam
when you
looking to
think?
give some
Yeah.
dead air there
That
as
was
well.
that was the train crashing through my thought process.
I was thinking.
The monkey on the typewriter.
I was thinking it's Q, like he's trying to. He's a kid, right? Because Ben Whishal's young. He's a young.
It's an
Q.
origin story.
So it's like a teenage Q.
James Bond Origins.
And
Q.
He's making these gadgets using like things that he has access to in his world.
Yeah.
So it's like a Dennis the Menace sort of.
Yeah. Oh, like a young
slingshot.
Does he sort of? Because how do you get that job? Like, how?
So he gets arrested for using these homemade gadgets.
Yeah.
And then he's in like an interrogation
Is he
room.
Kevin McAllister?
Yeah, he's basically Kevin McAllister.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. He has a Kevin McAllister style-esque adventure. He goes to the police station, and then it's not Constable Wrigley who comes in, but actually it's a guy in a suit, and he goes, "We think you do good work for Her Majesty's Secret Service."
But I'm American. And then,
Right.
they're like, actually, it's not Kevin
Yeah,
McAllister.
we found our hole in the story. He's American.
I think that's the way.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do you actually think you would get hired for that? I genuinely think you'd probably have to hack into their systems, and they go, "Whoa, what are you doing? Wow, you're really good.
I think
work for us."
Yeah, you get arrested under some degree.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Whoa, is there anything we want to work for MI6?"
Yeah.
It's criminals. It's the people who are better than us.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a spin-off where old James Bond gets done for sexual harassment.
In the workplace.
He gets cancelled.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe it's like the MI6 HR.
Yeah, exactly.
sort
The
of-
HR department, they're like, another, he's our best spot, for fuck's sake, man.
And it's sort of like like a spotlight type movie where they're investigating all of the James Bond movies
And it's,
over
and
the
it's,
years, and they're just
and
like,
it's Sean Connery Bond,
of course,
right?
yeah.
how
Or
many times
Roger
he's broken
Moore.
international law?
Yeah.
Roger Moore
But Roger Moore was the most
Yeah,
sort of
'cause
sexist and racist
in
one.
real life.
In
as
real
well.
life, yeah, probably.
Well, and actually, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. I didn't know the
Actually,
guy.
Sean Connery was pretty.
Do we, but it's Bond, right? It's the character. It's not the film.
Not the actor.
Not the- no, yeah,
So, so
Yeah, yeah.
Bond the character.
Yeah.
HR has to go through all this media
That's
press training, and it's like, all right, Bond, here's your mission. All you need to do is go up there and apologise for all the things you've said and done.
I mean,
that's no problem. And he goes up and he's like, I didn't do anything.
I love the Bond films. As a kid, I was obsessed. I had all of them on VHS. I would go into every charity shop, find them, get them.
Yeah.
And I didn't really see anything wrong with it. But even now, like, even in the recent ones, you see, like, he just gets in the shower with a woman at one point.
Yeah, and Skyfall? Yeah, Skyfall.
Yeah, he just gets in the shower.
Yeah, it's
Like,
problematic.
It's terrifying. Imagine if that actually happened. Even if it was the sexiest person.
Because it's on a
on the planet.
boat as well, so it's not even like...
You're already uncomfortable.
You're already... How did you get on the boat?
Even if Margot Robbie just appeared in my shower, I'd take a step. I'd be like, whoa, where did you come from? Exactly. Well, it's a welcome surprise, but how did you get here?
Gosh, I mean, this is lovely, but
But
also
also, yeah. Exactly. Anyway,
I like that. I like those both because that's like a.
what a weird two films though. They come out a year after.
Because one's like a Home Alone sort of fun adventure, and then the other one's more of like a Spotlight Logan.
Yeah.
Owed myself today.
Those martinis start to take an effect.
Yeah. And he's got a walking stick, maybe. It's
Maybe.
like,
Well, yeah, because like maybe you find out Blofeld wasn't so bad. It was Bond all along.
oh Jesus.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, that's a way.
Because how does he actually? We spoke about it. How did he kills him by picking up his wheelchair and dropping him down a giant chimney, doesn't he?
What?
What?
In the
Is this one of the
films.
old ones?
Yeah. Do you know
Okay.
that? Do you not know that? He gets, this is
Oh,
true.
Jesus,
This is
Bond.
true. He gets in a helicopter, he flies behind Blofeld, picks up the wheelchair, flies to the top of like a giant chimney and just drops him down it. Did you not know that?
No.
It's absolute. I think they even played a
It's been
sound
long-
effect.
That's so
a long
funny.
time since I've seen a Bond movie that hasn't been a
I
Daniel
believe
Craig one.
that's correct. Have you seen that Bond film, Tashi? Do you know the bit I'm talking about?
I have absolutely no idea what you're
Oh,
talking
I hope I'm not
I hope
imagining
this is just completely
If this is
untrue.
true, if
It's
this
just
is
made
true,
this
I
up.
will
Just
put,
a-
I will
just
put
a
the clip
fever
in.
dream.
I'll put the clip in if it's
I'm
true.
voting fake.
Yeah,
If,
little throwback.
if it's not real, can we just have footage of this? You're wrong,
Yeah.
you stupid bellend.
Yeah, but if it is real, we'll play the clip here. We'll play the clip
Now.
All right, keep your hair on. Put me down! Put me down! Oh, you want to get off?
Cool, that's exciting. Can't wait to watch and find out. Okay, I like this.
Yeah.
Is there any more another spin-off we can
For Bond?
for Bond? I guess. I mean, it's kind of similar to the Q idea, but you could do that sort of young Sherlock Holmes, young Bond spin-offs.
I mean, Anthony
there's a series of
Horowitz
books
has
of
written-
the
written
young.
books.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Maybe.
I've heard. I don't read. I read reviews for books, and then never read the books. No, I don't think M. I mean, M would be a good one with Judi Dench, but I feel like even if you de-aged Judi Dench now, it's not going to work.
GH her.
Yeah.
Get her in a mocap suit.
Yeah,
But we've
Blame
already
yourself.
established that the only way to get a job at MI6 is to
be arrested.
Is to be arrested. So she's really good at organising crime.
Yeah.
She's like an M
head
for
of
crime.
head of a
It's like,
mafia.
God damn it, you're the best organizer we've ever seen.
Who would you get to play a young Judi Dench, like current actress?
I would get Judi Dench.
Still young.
Oh, this is back, is it? Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. All right. It's a good one.
Move on to the next film.
Yes, please.
Wizard of Oz. I know there is the prequel,
Oz the Great and Powerful.
and there are sequels, but
And then there's the Yellow Brick. No, the Wiz.
with Wiz and Wicked. But like, let's think a more, because those are prequels and sequels. Let's think actual.
So I think it would be fun to explore. I guess this is sort of a sequel. It's not so much of a spin-off. But
No.
To explore the world of Oz once it's revealed that the Wizard of Oz is a sham.
It
so
falls
everyone,
apart.
all of them, the Munchkins,
The Lollipop Guild
The Lollipop-
sees power.
I actually would just watch a film called The Lollipop Guild. That's got a
Or
potential.
you could sort of, because if there is the guild of the lollipops and maybe other gangs, could do like a Gangs of New York style
With a different guild,
Munchkin
Lollipop
land.
Guild, the
Martin Scorsese.
the Taffy Squad.
yeah.
It's all candy.
To
Yeah.
play that, yeah, I'd watch that. Yeah.
Marshmallow Mob.
The licorice lads. There they are.
The licorice
Here they
lads.
come. Here they come.
I guess it's guild, so you'd have like
The cotton candy kids.
like the chocolate union or something. Yeah, I like that. So
Vying for power.
Gangs in it. So it is a spin-off because in the power vacuum left by the removal of the Wizard of Oz, because maybe he leaves, he's gone. He's mysteriously gone.
I think
live
he's
on the-
probably
he lives on the hot air balloon, doesn't he?
excommunicated,
Excommunicado.
Yeah.
Trying to shoot the hot air balloon down.
He's getting
Well,
away.
at the end of The Wizard of Oz, like, it's pretty much like they don't even talk about it, do they? He's just there and he's like, goodbye, Dorothy. And then as she goes, he's probably like, oh, now I'm left to get out of here.
Yeah, that's how the film starts. It's like, goodbye, Dorothy. And he kind of turns.
Looks at the
and they're all
people.
like,
Now that she's gone, there's no one to see what we're gonna do to you. Do you reckon he?
now hold on now.
Actually, no. That would be a good film. Him on the Run. Him on the Run would be a sick film. Just ducking and diving, dodging.
Well, like Jason
simultaneous
Bourne-
release,
Jason
two
Bourne.
parts.
yeah, in fact, Jason.
Simultaneous release, two parts of the same
The
story.
Oz ultimatum.
Yeah. Oztomatum.
The Oz.
That sounds like a delicious meal. Oztomatum.
Oz tomato.
That's what I heard. Yeah. Simultaneous releases, or like one is like a series. You know, an HBO Max
you
series.
release the series at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's a good
Film.
spin-off, I think, to do.
I like it.
Yeah. Could you do something with the Tin Men? The Tin Man?
Are there Tin Men?
No.
Oh, is he?
Have you not seen Wicked? What a loser. In that show, he gets a... Is this spoiler territory for anyone care about
Okay, we're
Wicked?
going. Spoiler alert for Wicked.
The stage show.
I've seen that show 3 times. Not even like on purpose. I like it. He gets turned into... I'm thinking of the fucking Scarecrow, aren't I?
Are you?
Oh.
Can we put in that clip of me calling you a bellend? Right.
Go on.
now. You're wrong, you stupid bellend.
Oh, wait, no, I think I'm right.
No, the Scarecrow's a prince who gets turned
Yeah, and
into a scarecrow.
Tin
Guess
Man.
you're the loser.
I can't
Is
win
the
it.
Tin Man the Munchkin guy who gets turned into...
Wait, does everyone just get turned into?
I'm
stuff?
pretty sure, apart
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
lion. The lion's a literal
the Tin
lion.
Man, I think it's an accident, actually. I could be wrong, but I
Yeah.
think it's an accident.
A smelting accident.
The Scarecrow does get turned into it. Yeah, he's a prince.
He's a prince.
He's the love interest of Elphaba.
The witch.
Yeah.
The Wicked Witch.
Yeah. and
That's
then
evident in the source material.
Tin Man. Is the Tin Man the love interest of the other one? I don't fucking know. I wasn't paying attention.
You've seen it 3
Tashi.
times, but don't know the plot.
Tashi, would you be able to quickly check if the Tin Man was turned into the Tin Man within the story of Wicked. Thank you.
Okay.
I have a feeling.
So who's the lion? A guy gets turned into a lion.
The lion actually is the lion. He's actually a lion. He gets brought into the school that Elphaba goes to, and he's in a cage. And she's like, "Oh, we shouldn't be caging up." Basically, we shouldn't be caging up animals. And then, sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. I do think the same. But let him go. Anyway, I can't remember how.
Go to a zoo.
He gets turned into more of a human.
What?
That's
More
weird.
of
I
a
can't remember.
human?
Yeah, he's like a little puppet in the
A cub.
show. He's like
Is it a lion cub?
in a cage. Yeah.
Well, what about a spin-off where it's the lion's time at school, like at Lion's School, and we learn why he's a coward? Because
That wouldn't happen.
Got horrendously bullied.
He's in a cage.
We'd have to stay
He
within the
doesn't
realm
actually.
of Wicked.
Yes, you do. It's canon.
It's not canon.
It is canon.
Tashi?
Okay, so the first hit is to save his life, Elphaba. I've not seen Wicked.
Elphaba.
Elphaba is better though.
Elphaba.
The Wicked Witch of the West.
The Wicked Witch.
Was forced to turn him into tin. Not understanding her reasons, he pursues Elphaba with a single-minded vengeance for his current form.
Oh, so that's
You
why.
can-
No, yeah, because he goes after her with a gun and an axe.
You can tell.
He does have.
Yeah, he has a pistol.
No, it's the Scarecrow has the pistol in that random scene.
right.
In,
Oh yeah, he just
Wisdom.
has a
got the gun. I think that's a good film spin-off.
I mean,
how did he get the gun? Yeah.
It's like, okay, Dorothy, I'll be right with you. Into the dark alleys of the Emerald City. I hear you're looking for a piece. I didn't want to come to the Marshmallow Mob, but
Yeah, we get Martin Scorsese to do Wizard of Oz spin-offs.
it's like a proper, like, completely untraceable, filed up serial number.
Don't
get caught by the...
Don't leave any fingerprints on it. He's like, I wouldn't worry about that.
What about Hayprints?
Fuck with me, Scary.
Oh dear.
I'll
Yeah.
try to remember. I don't have it. No, listen here.
Try another film.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want another big franchise?
Yeah, keep it big. That's where the cash is.
Jurassic Park. Oh. Because we've had two trilogies, but they've all been very similar.
Have they?
They've
I
always.
never saw the last one.
It was pretty bad. Pretty
Yeah.
bad.
What, so,
But they've never done. They've always done cloned dinosaurs. It's never went. They never
You
went.
want to see a film where a dinosaur clones a human? That's what you're telling me, right?
do we want to see the failure years? Because it's taken from a mosquito, right?
Yes.
What if
DNA?
the first time
DNA?
he clones the blood in the mosquito and he makes a mosquito?
It's like, I did not. Well, can I just say that? How much DNA is in a mosquito? Like, I appreciate
Bit of blood. Bit of blood.
Yeah, a little bit. So if you
That's all
fuck
they
that
need,
up,
and then they use frogs.
yeah, but if they
Then they use frogs.
no, you're misunderstanding.
Yeah, Christian.
If you make the
And then by
mistake
the
with the
last film, they just start to
Just
slice
make
random.
you just make your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you find a lovely piece of amber, yeah?
Ooh, lovely.
Inside of it's a little mosquito.
Oh, look at that.
Right? You look at it and you go, that's not that big.
That's not that big.
That's pretty
tiny.
fragile too, right? Come on, keep going, keep the acting up.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now you go, okay, I'm going to extract the DNA from that, which might have dinosaur blood. in. What if you make a single mistake with that? I doubt there's anything left.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you're telling me they got it perfect on their
Back
first
back
try?
to wherever they got the first mosquito.
Oh, there's no more. Surely.
Oh, thank God there's another one.
There's a nest.
That's pretty thick plot armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I can buy into this franchise.
No.
No. I'm going to can any spin-offs you make. I'm Universal
Could
Studios.
they if they've got the DNA of like so that's got that mosquito's got some dinosaur DNA in it.
Yeah.
If
How
they
did
if
that
they just
happen?
started digging up graves, and we're like, look, we've got Henry VIII over here.
Yeah.
We've got his skeleton. We get his bone marrow. Can they clone him?
Well,
Does that make that logic work for him? And then they have to sort of fill in the gaps with frog DNA.
So you're saying if I somehow got some of Henry VIII's DNA in me,
Yeah. Maybe this is how they actually
like,
do Westworld. Is
don't question it. Are you saying you could extract that and then create?
great clone. I mean, you'd have to fill in the gaps, which is what they had. That's
Are you guys thinking of making Tudor Park?
just different time periods?
Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sattler, welcome.
Tudor.
Is that Henry
Just
VIII?
these naked Henry VIII sprinting down.
You could do some amazing shit because you wouldn't have to have anyone in costume. You just have Anne Boleyn, Henry VIII.
That's Anne Boleyn's clone.
Oh my god! And then every day, because you could clone them,
And then you
could
edge-
behead the ones that got beheaded every day.
And here's how we
Reenact it.
And here's how we avoid rebellion. We blend them all at the end of every day.
So it's
Fresh clones.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the island, the Michael Bay.
We need your
You go, just get into bed.
we need your costumes back.
We feed these people to the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Oh, we have them both.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
This is a spin-off.
Is this
Spin-off.
is Tudor Park just a subsection of Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so I'm going to go see the T-Rexes and then I'm going to swing by Henry VIII.
It's sort of like how in the, I think it's the second Jurassic Park where they're like, oh yeah, it's another island that we haven't explained.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, Ela Tudor.
Because I think there's a potential for a
Ela
series here.
Tudor.
So you start with something inoffensive like the Tudors. Like no one's going to be pissed off with Henry VIII. But by the third one, we're cloning Jesus.
And everyone's there going,
Christ Park.
which depiction of Jesus is it going to be?
Jurassic Park.
What do we crucify him every day?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be mad.
And in
Do you
3
know the
days'
controversy?
time,
Yeah.
fresh clone. But
Do you know the
Wow.
controversy you would get over cloning Jesus? Because there's so many different depictions of what he looked like. You'd have like everyone up in arms because everyone was there waiting with bated
you know
breath.
how they splice the dinosaur DNA and kind of make the dinosaurs that they want.
Yeah.
I think we got lots of Jesus.
Yeah, just walk around
Jesus.
keeping everyone happy. Yeah, I get it. I mean, who else would you clone? You'd have the Tudors. I would do like the.
So that's the controversy at the end of the trilogy.
Yeah.
But for 4, we need even a bigger.
I want
bigger
Roman. I
punch.
want Roman Empire.
Well, I'm thinking more. We clone people who are alive.
I was going to say the Queen.
Yeah, the Queen. Oh, get her back on the throne.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you speak of is treason.
Prince Charles is
How can it be treason to restore the rightful monarch?
Jurassic Park
Complete
12,
change in
and it's just Prince Charles is the villain.
king.
King
That is your king.
whatever. All right. John bought some coronation crisps yesterday, didn't
Yes,
you, John?
yes. Walker Sensation, that Coronation Edition.
We're being sponsored by Walker's Sensations Coronation Edition.
Royal
God
flavour.
save our gracious Queen. Sorry, I'm still not over
Get
it.
him out of here!
Of all
That is treason.
the money. That's not even the song I was going for.
Of all the money.
That's Never I Had a Burst Broken Glass.
What are you
What's
doing?
it called? Parted Glass.
We're watching a
I was trying to
breakdown
sing-
happen in
I was
real
singing
time.
Land's Eye, and I started singing. You know that song. Of all the money that ever I had, I spent it in good company.
Yeah.
That was lovely, actually. That's the moment we shared. That's the clip.
There you go. Next film.
If it's
Yeah.
not the clip, I want you to put that thing of me calling you a bellend in.
Okay. How do I see what John does for the clip?
You're wrong,
Yeah.
you stupid bellend.
Right, go on.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Okay, what about Forward to the Past?
Yeah,
we got
they
it.
do that.
We got
To the past.
Sorry, they do that.
Several times.
Yeah, but it's like everyone will hear the name and go, actually, that's really clever.
What a
Yeah.
twist.
Yeah.
Is that a spin-off?
It's Marty
That's a
going back
reboot.
to get Doc, but Doc's young and hasn't met Marty yet. I don't know how I'm coming up with this genius shit.
Oh
on
wait,
the
so
spot.
because in Back to the Future, Doc Brown's like, oh, I got the idea for time travel when I slipped and bashed my head on a sink.
Who slipped? Who slipped him?
Marty slipped him.
Yeah, slipped
pushed
him.
him.
Yeah.
He didn't remember. So, and that's because he doesn't.
just lost his
There's a
temper.
whole film where Marty helps Doc come up with the idea of time travel, and then the hitting his head on the sink makes Doc forget that.
Yeah. And we watch Marty sort of sit on a bench, and
mean,
as
the
he
whole thing
walks
of-
past, doesn't recognise him. He's like,
Nothing good comes
Goodbye,
from
old
time
friend.
travel in the film.
All right.
"What are you talking about? He,
All right,
he nearly
Doc.
fucks his
Sorry.
mum.
Oh, okay.
Nothing
Okay.
good. Nothing good.
Nothing good."
Biff rules the fucking planet.
Yeah.
That's because of the time travel. Oh, yeah, that's good. Same fry, same gun.
Who would have thought that Biff getting his hands on a sports magazine could ruin the entire world?
I don't remember the plots that well.
Well, it's just the city, isn't it? The city's crime-ridden.
I think if I could
Yeah.
do a spin-off, I'd do a
Turns
spin-off.
into like Detroit.
Yeah.
I'd do a spin-off of the kid from the third one who asks the camera to look at his crotch. We spoke about this once
That's
before.
Doc Brown's son.
Whatever. He's got a creepy kid then, because he literally. We can do it. It's on camera now, right? He
was
literally
born
goes
in the Wild Wild West.
He looks up to the camera and he goes, and then he points at his crotch. It's the weirdest.
Yeah, I know.
You can splice this in.
I'll spice it in.
But what does that mean?
It means your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has.
I think we've talked about this.
We
before.
have, but now there's
So you
video.
want an
I can
origin
actually show it.
story.
I don't want an origin
Or
story.
just
I want to see what he
that
becomes and see
sort
the
of-
HR get called in on him.
Because you could do a spin-off of Doc Brown making that train time machine at the end of Free and just see his life of him getting his kids and stuff.
Well, what would
and
be
just
wild-
that kid is like Damien from
Yeah.
The Omen. And it's just like, we're going to have to
Well-
leave him somewhere.
Imagine if he just looks off into the distance and Doc's like, what are you looking at? And he's like, the people watching us, right? And he knows where the cameras are, right? But everyone else is
Oh,
like,
it's like Truman Show.
what's he looking at?
No, it's not like Truman Show. It's like he's the only one that can see that they
Yeah.
live in a fictional
He can
reality.
see the
Yeah,
Matrix.
yeah. And that's why he tells them to look at his dick.
That's,
That's
he's
deep.
self-aware, but he's like,
That's really deep.
look at me.
Imagine having consciousness, having an understanding of the universe, and you're only using it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, I think we found the only spin-offs
Forward to the
available there.
past.
Forward to
Perfect.
the
What's
past, yeah.
next?
Let's do Inception.
Oh God. Okay, let me think about this. What if at the end it was actually all just a dream?
That's not
That's
a
a spin-off.
spin-off.
Yeah, but what if the spin-off revealed that
That it was
none of this is real?
the spin-off is like answering the questions that make the first film
Yeah,
interesting.
the first film has some bits you're like, wow.
Wow,
Wait, was it really?
This is real.
And
Is
this
that
one's
his
like,
actual totem? And then
What if the spin-off starts with the last scene from Inception, and someone goes, "Oh, what a weird dream! Putting ideas into people's heads via dreams? That would never happen."
Credits.
That's the inventor of the incepting machine. It's a spin-off about him making it. But then the real twist is, did someone incept the idea of inception into the guy's head?
That's really good.
Because he wakes up from a dream with the idea to do it.
and he's got like a dream journal.
He does, yeah, and it's full of some fucked shit.
I'm too tired.
That's the dreams
to
are
think
like
about
obviously
how
they
deep that
bend
is.
buildings and stuff, but the dreams aren't that random.
Yeah, because
for
I
dreams.
have some really random dreams. I don't know if I want to go into them, but like you know,
Please do.
have you ever had a dream?
You know that one dream where it's you?
And your day, kid.
Have you ever had a dream where you literally wake up and you go, how the where? Like some things you have a dream of and you're like, that makes sense. Like I can see where that goes. Sometimes you wake up and you go, I've never fucked a potato. like, what?
The campers wake up and go, oh, not again. I'm covered in mash.
You wake up and you're in the kitchen, you're like, no, I didn't.
I don't think I did. Not
It's just
again.
like, this can't be my totem.
So where have all the baked potatoes gone?
I like the dreams that you have where you wake up and you're not quite certain if that was a dream.
Yeah.
Like I dreamt once that I found £500. And then for like
lovely.
2 hours that morning, I fucking felt amazing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, God, what a relief!
Yeah.
Oh, the wolf is away from the door. And then I was like, wait. Like, no, I didn't.
I had a dream when I was a kid that I got a puppy, and it was the most incredibly realistic dream. And I woke up still thinking I had this puppy, and I went over to my mum who was half asleep. I went, Mum, where's the puppy? Where's the puppy? And she went, and she was half asleep, so she went, it's in the attic, right? So that confirmed my. I was like, well, it has to be real.
Mum's incepting.
Yeah. So I was running downstairs going, oh, the puppy's in the attic, we have to get it out. Come on, guys. And then
Then you were,
later,
then
I
you were
went,
sectioned, right?
later, yeah, exactly. Yeah. 10 years
That
later,
was
you're
to get
right.
him in the attic and just trap him.
And then I went up to my mum and when she woke up and I was like, puppy's in the attic, we need to go and get it. She's like, puppy? I was like, you said the puppy's in the attic. She was like, we don't have a puppy.
She was gaslighting you.
Yeah, literally.
There was a puppy up there.
As we moved house years later, we found. But no, that was probably the most heartbreaking moment ever. This puppy existed for a short period of time in my head.
A genuine answer is just young Leonardo DiCaprio's adventures with the machine previously, all the crimes and heists that they did.
Yeah, how do you get?
Yeah.
That's also another one where like, how do you get that job?
Or you do a film about Christopher Nolan, someone incepting his imagination to put the idea for Inception in it.
Oh, let's do a thing where it's like,
So it's like being John Malkovich.
yeah,
it's
so-
meta.
but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they realise they're in a fictional world, And they're like, guys, we have to incept a sequel, otherwise we're going to stop existing. So they come into the real world and they incept it into Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
And he wakes up and he goes, oh, wow, I've got an idea for Inception 2.
It's a little bit like
That's shit. I'm not making that.
the end of Sausage Party, where they
go into the real
they go into the real world.
The end of Sausage. Sorry.
Have you
I've-
not?
No, I've not seen. I know that they all fuck at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but after the
that,
fucking,
they realise
They find
that
a
they're in
portal.
film and they're going to go kill all their voice actors.
yeah.
Do they do it?
Well,
That's how
they
it
were
ends.
like teeing up for a sequel, I think.
Jesus Christ.
But
I heard it's shit.
there's some funny bits. But
Some funny bits, so the animators weren't treated very well
We're
during the
not
making of.
sponsored. Just hiding this.
yeah, it's thirsty.
We're not sponsored. God, that's
Okay.
God damn, that's a smooth taste.
Oh, I realised I just sound on another film. Now I'll probably never work with Seth Rogen.
Oh dear.
Damn it. Shit. God.
He's our guest for the next one.
Loved you in Sausage Pie. Absolutely. American
You made a
Pickle.
great sausage.
The best.
American Pickle's an odd film.
Yeah.
Should we do one more?
Yep. Should we do one that they have just announced that they possibly will do some spin-offs?
Gone Girl?
No, so
What you got, John?
The Lord of the Rings. So they've announced that they want to make more movies. But
I do like
think
a spin-off trilogy on Bilbo, probably.
yeah.
I think that has
I
legs.
would like his adventures before Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings.
Oh, yeah, and how he got the ring.
Yeah,
maybe,
that would be nice.
I'd love to see that because it was always like, oh, there was a dragon. Like, let's
dragon.
see
Have, like,
it. Let's
like
see
a nice
it.
cameo from like Gollum in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have some Scottish comedian, famous one, roll up for like 5 minutes.
It would be nice to see Ian McKellen as Gandalf again.
It would, but maybe he's too old to play a younger version. Maybe I'm speculating. Maybe it would look shit compared to the originals.
Maybe it would age poorly. And perhaps filming.
On a red camera, RED.
I would like
Maybe when you can see all of the details, some of the magic of movie making is gone.
Actually, we're joking. I rewatched them all recently.
They're fine.
The extended editions.
Very good.
I really liked
Yeah.
them.
I would like.
I'm happy for them to exist rather than not exist.
Okay.
Like me.
Okay.
Like you. Well,
If you want to do the sort of Star Wars route of specific
Choose a character.
Saruman, just as he's sort of becoming evil.
Is it Saruman or Saruman?
Saruman.
It is man. He just has a weird way of saying it, doesn't he?
Saruman.
Yeah.
So yeah, just before, so he's maybe he's
Mordor and Isengard.
maybe it's sort of
Sauron and Saruman.
because he's got the weird
Pretty good, I think.
That's very
the
good.
seeing ball thing. What if it,
Palantir.
Sorry.
Oh! You stupid.
Yeah, I thought it was the. That sounds like a pastry.
Oh, do you want to go to the bakery for some Palantirs?
I'll have a buttered
Palantir, please.
But an almond Palantir.
Cheese and toasted? Cheese and toasted Palantir?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
do you see
fair
what I
enough.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Palantoni. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Panettone.
Well, I
Yeah,
was
him
thinking-
using that and
but it's like crack for him. So like he knows he shouldn't be doing it.
it's train spotting.
But yeah, but he's in that because there's no one else in that tower, is there? Really? Like
No.
you don't really see anyone.
So it's a bit like Tangled.
Yes.
Yeah, an animated
And
Saruman
Tangled,
film
train spotting, animated Saruman.
about pastries.
But like he's in his bedroom and he's like, feeling sick because he's trying not to use it. He's like, I don't want to be evil. No,
I shouldn't.
And he's like, oh, and then the Palantir's rolling over the ceiling, and he's like, oh no! And then he dives in the
I was
toilet.
thinking more it's like,
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
It's
What do you
like-
reckon a toilet looks like in Middle Earth?
I think they just shit where they want.
in Isengard,
Out
I
the
reckon
window,
in
probably.
Isengard it's going to be pointy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was thinking more. So I like Saruman and Palantir because it's when he meets Sauron, but I'm thinking more like a teen rom-com.
Oh.
Like they're flirting, they're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
to know each other.
He's sending
And it's like
him,
because Sauron's the bad boy, he shouldn't be talking to Sauron.
He's getting DMs through the Palantir.
Yeah, exactly.
He's looking into it.
He's in his bed. It's like ding, you up?
Yeah.
But they sort of because it's obviously it's almost like Zoom for them.
Yeah.
But they maybe don't know who each other is first.
Who is this?
Actually,
Yeah.
but all he's going to see is a giant eye.
Oh, and then for like
And you're like, but who could that be?
he's talking.
It's so mysterious.
He's talking to.
He's got lovely eyes.
Wormtongue. Who's his friend? Gandalf. It's like, God, he's just not like anyone I've ever met before.
Because it's a giant eye.
Oh, it's
It's just not like anyone I've ever met before.
Flirting with Ian McKellen must have been a weird thing.
Ian McKellen.
Sorry, Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
In real life, must have been a weird experience. Him flirting. How do you think he would do it? Because with a voice like that, it's like
I was
nothing.
Dracula, you know.
Oh, I
and that
see.
kind of thing.
I know the sound someone makes when you stab them in the back.
I'm hard.
There you are.
I don't know. Weird.
Should we try one more from the Lord of the Rings and then wrap that up?
Okay.
Okay, let's go with Fatty Bulger, probably.
The character
Fatty Bulger, the hobbit that was left behind.
That's a good name for a film. The Hobbit that was left behind.
So,
Come on.
For context, Fatty Bulger
Yeah, you do that.
was a fifth hobbit. So you've got Sam, Frodo, Merry, Pippin, and Fatty Bulger, who all lived in the Shire together and were all good mates, and they all are together at the start of the adventure. But Fatty Bulger bravely says, "You four go on. I'll look after your house, Frodo." And he stays in the Shire.
And it's frat parties every weekend.
They call them fat parties.
These frat parties.
Fratty Bulger.
Wait, this,
Farewell, my friends.
But like as soon as it goes, it's House of Pain jump around.
yeah. Wait, hold on. Is he the reason that all his stuff starts getting sold off? Or is that
That's
the Hobbit?
that's a
the
Hobbit.
Hobbit.
That's his
Right,
neighbours.
right.
That's
yeah.
the sack-filled Baggins.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, doesn't it, with a name like that? Filling their sacks with people's stuff.
Sack-fill
Baggins,
Baggins
yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
J.R.R., you clever boy. What he was doing.
Maybe he could write a word or two.
I say we give this kid a shot.
So what happens to Fatty in the end? Does he get absolutely
I can't
obliterated
remember.
by
I think
like...
he might get killed by a ring wraith or he lives.
Well, that's the two.
Tashi, could we finish this podcast with you letting us know the fate of Fatty Bulger?
If you, I'm
We're
sorry,
gonna have to talk while she
your
Googles
poor
that.
Google
I mean,
history
I also
is gonna
have-
be fucked.
I
because
also
of
have
that.
Google.
You want to find? I can't remember. He might get killed by a ring wraith
Just put the fate of
when they're
Fatty
looking
Bulger.
for Frodo.
I mean, the fate of Fatty Bulger is
The
quite a
fate
name.
of Fatty, but Lord of the Rings, the fate of Fatty Bulger. Are you kidding me?
Who's not going to want to say it? Also, it's a bit cruel. Was he chunky? Is he like a chunky boy?
Oh wow.
His real name is Fredgar.
So they just call him Fatty.
So
Yeah, but hobbits. That's good. That's hot for them.
we need a bit more context for this. So not in the film,
Yeah.
but there's the scouring of the Shire when
Saruman
So Saruman attacks,
takes over the Shire.
and there's a big. Sort
That's
of,
after
Yeah.
the end of...
They get
It's
home.
when they get back and they're like, oh fuck, it's been fucked.
Yeah.
So he was imprisoned in the lockholes and starved and could no longer be called Fatty, but he was rescued
Skinny
after the
Bulger.
victory of the Battle of Bywater.
So he was like...
So he was
Shreddy Bulger.
Shredded Bulger.
he was a POW.
Because every day he was in there.
I will get my revenge. Yeah. Yeah. And they probably came
Shit
back to
up
the
for
Shire
this.
and they were like,
Right.
cool, classic Fatty. He just stayed here and relaxed. And it's obviously been obliterated. And they see him coming out of the
He's got
smoke,
glow up.
shredded. And they're like, Fatty. And he's like, I'm no longer Fatty.
I'm no longer Fatty.
Did they call him Bulger because he had a big dick?
They called him Bulger because that's his last name. But historically, in the notes of Tolkien, yes, the family line had big dicks.
It's like Dobby. Dobby supposedly has a massive cock.
Dobby?
Yeah. Like, genuinely Google that. Before this is don't Google image, but I'm pretty sure.
To be fair, that pillowcase is roomy.
Yeah.
gonna see-
Why do you think they
There's
give him a
room
sock?
for a big old house elf schlong in there.
Well, I'm just saying. You know, this is what I've read. Genuinely, I'm sorry
It's not coming up in Google suggestions when I've put, does Dobby
Because-
have a big...
because they can't. They can't put. They can't put genitalia. But
Fine.
yes. What does it say?
This is a Reddit thing, so... J.K. Rowling reveals that Dobby's penis comes off every time he has sex, but it grows back by the end of his refractory period.
That's not what I
That's not what you said.
said.
No, you did not.
But we've learned something else.
Yeah.
It comes off.
Yeah, but,
That's the spin-off.
yeah.
Thank you.
Dobby's sex life.
Dobby's
Oh
detachable
no,
cock.
it's come off.
That's like one of the toys, the action figures.
Where did you
Detachable bit. Can't remember.
I was watching a video.
And that's a wrap. Subscribe to the Bad Clowns Film Pitch podcast and follow Bad Clowns Comedy on all social medias for updates on live shows and new comedy sketches. See you next time.